Brock, MBA, CSP, CPAE, is a professional speaker, syndicated columnist, author, and marketing coach. He writes about technology, marketing, and the internet as a journalist since 1995. For over 20 years, he's been helping business leaders and professionals to achieve success. Terry recently attended the Consumer Electronics Show and is going to share with us how business people can make effective use of the newest technologies to be profitable. Terry, thank you for being with us.
Well, Diane, it's great to be with you today.
Great. Terry, before we get into the show, the technology show, I want you to tell us about your new relationship with Skype.
Well, Skype has asked me to come on board with them, not as an employee, but working with them as their chief enterprise blogger, which means I get to learn about all the cool stuff that's going on and say this is good technology, particularly from a business point of view. Because a lot of people have thought about Skype as a great way for grandma and grandpa to communicate with the grandkids, which is good. And we all do that. I mean, we all have personal lives, at least we're supposed to, and we communicate with each other and all that, and that's good. And Skype is well known for that. But what a lot of people don't know is that Skype really has a strong presence in business. And so you can use it for making solid, bottom line, competitive advantage business decisions and get a lot done with some of the tools that Skype has now available. So that's why they asked me to come on board, and we can talk about that, blogging, using video, and all kinds of other nice things.
So what did you learn from the show that business people need to start using now to be profitable?
Well, one of the things that we introduced, we being Skype, was a thing called GVC, Group Video Calling. And what that means is you can have not just one-on-one, like me talking with you over video, we've known that for a while, but now you can put multiple videos on there, have multiple people involved, up to a maximum of 10. And so it's pretty amazing what you can do. And you think about the business applications, you can connect your New York, your Miami, your Dallas, your Los Angeles, the Detroit office, all at the same time. And be able to talk with them, find out what's going on. And if you're doing this on a regular basis, then you're getting regular reports. It's kind of like you're all getting together in the meeting room, but you don't have to worry about all the physical travel, the expense of that. And it really reaches a much more important level of communication. You're reaching really collaboration. You can start not just communicating, but move it up to another level of collaborating, talking back and forth, solving real problems, where you can hold things up on the screen and show it, and you show the report or the book, and that really brings it to life. It's almost like you're right there.
All right. Now, you're the author of the book. It's not about e-commerce, it's about our commerce. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I think that the e-commerce is great. The electronics are wonderful. We use them a lot. But what really matters, Diane, as you know, through the years, it's relationships that you build. The technology that we use is great. But whatever we have today, it's going to be laughable in a few years. You will look and go, oh, you're using that one. Why, when I started it was this, and we'll do that. Well, just imagine what they'll be saying years from now, you know. You don't have the new petabyte laptop, tablet, and it doesn't fit in your brain. I'm upgrading my chip, you know, to do this and that. Well, technology changes, but what matters most is the people you know, the connections that you make with people, really getting to know them. And that means where you've got to sit down and really talk with people. There's a concept, not just sit across from each other tweeting, you know, or typing in text messages, but you actually, here's a concept, talk to a real person. Whoa, it's amazing. And sitting down with people, getting to know them is what it's really all about, it being business. Relationship marketing is connecting with people where they hurt, where you can help them, finding where there's a match. And I think that's what we're all looking for. It's what we're really longing for as human beings. It's in our DNA. We've always wanted it, and I predict that we will. Check back with me 200 years from now, you'll see that it's still true. So check, 200 years, you'll find out.
That's right, yes. Now, business people are dealing with some unique economic issues today. Can you tell us what trends you see coming down the pike, and what can business people do today to kind of get ready or work with the economy like it is?
Well, there's a whole bunch of things. We've got about 4 hours for this. We could go on. There's a lot to. I think number one, it's going to be most important that they understand it's a really focus on the people, both your employees and customers as human beings, not just people you can send a tweet to. Let's push this out to everyone. The old push technology of we're going to buy all this media and we're going to just force our message on people doesn't work. It has been turned on its ahead by social media. So that with Twitter, with Facebook, people are saying what they really want. We see this has happened now as we're recording this with revolutions that are occurring literally around the world in a political sense. That's happening in the business sense too. People are taking control, and I think it's great. I somehow think that we could see Thomas Jefferson, Thomas Paine, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and John Locke sitting back there smiling, going, cool guys, or whatever their comparable would be,
Right.
and they would say, yes, it's a very good thing. I think we've got to do that. And secondly, very important, you've got to continually learn and educate yourself. Things are changing so fast. If you're not regularly, and I mean daily learning, reading, studying, going to seminars, saturating your mind with good quality audio and video and reading, you're going to fall behind inevitably. Got to work at staying on top of it, do it, and make it fun. When you do that, then it's something that makes it joyful, it makes it fun, and here's the side benefit, your brain functions longer. Neuroscientists will tell us this. The more you use your brain, the better it will be and the longer it will last. The idea of the brain being a static entity that then deteriorates over time is so 1960s. I mean, now we know, much like if you cut yourself, your body heals. Your brain will heal. The Brain That Heals Itself is a book out that Norman Deutsch wrote about, he's a psychiatrist and works on that. And so training our brain helps us in business and it helps us physiologically as well.
Now, in your last blog, you wrote about a 4-letter word.
Yes, I did.
With, W-I-T-H.
That's right.
Tell us about that.
Well, I think that word really sums it up. It's a matter of, you can try to do things on your own, but when you do it with someone else, when you work with another person, when you're working with partners, you're able to accomplish a lot more. It's the whole idea of 2 plus 2 equals a lot more than 4. And I'll say 9 plus 9 equals 99 or more. Because when you put them together, you're able to come up with wonderful new ideas. Napoleon Hill taught us this with his concept of the mastermind alliance. That when you get 2 people or more together, they come up with something that is greater than the sum of their parts. It's much greater. And so find ways that you can align with others. And that doesn't mean they have to be employees. It might mean that you're collaborating, there's that word again, collaborating with people over a tool like Skype or some other tool where you're able to connect and get a lot of work done in many wonderful ways. And that's really what with is all about. With is a powerful word, and the more we do it, I think the better off we'll be.
Yes, I agree. Tell us a little bit about your High Achievers coaching program.
Oh, well, the coaching program is something that I wish I would have had when I got started. It's a way for people to get involved and to get real assistance. So you've got information that's coming to you on a regular basis, and you get a chance, well, you see it because you're a part of it. That's right, and you see it because every week there's new information coming to you on different topics related to marketing, new technology, and there's also a lot of good whack upside the head on some motivation, some personal development like, oh yeah, you can do it. And I think we all need that, but real solid information. And those that are members also get updated information where I send out audio and say, okay, this is just me. Here's what's going on right now. And I'm talking as if you came into my living room, we sat down, we had a few drinks, and I'm going to say, here's what's really going on. And so I get a chance to share that in a confidential way with those that are in the program. And it's helped a lot of people. I see people that have seen bottom line results. They're making business, they're getting results because of it. And to me, that's very gratifying.
Yes. When you go in and speak for companies, tell me, what do you do for them?
I like to find out where their problems are, where they're having pain, like in particular areas. And then as an MBA, I go in and I say, okay, what are we doing? Let's decipher this and learn it. And then come in and say, okay, there's technology here and here and here, and let's put it together, stir it up, and what can we do to help them solve the problems? Increasing sales, helping to learn how to use video, how to use audio, how to reach customers more with social media and leverage that. Those are the types of things that I'm doing on a regular basis. So I'm helping them. I was working with one client who's a medical doctor, and he was looking for a way to reach his patients more and to increase the number of patients that he has. So working with them on that, helping them in those specific areas. Another person owns a self-service business, very large, well-known one up in New York, and working with them to help them go in and serve people, they've got some very high technology that they use in their industry, and how they can use this in a specific way, using some of the technologies that are out there, using video, and then being there as a sounding board so that there is unlimited questions. I can go in there and I can help them with it and design really customized videos, customized tools that they can then use later on to increase their own sales.
And last question, tell us what business lesson you've learned this year.
Oh, this year. I think that we've got to keep changing and keep hustling while at the same time we remain calm on the inside. I think there's an important thing. I like to say every day what we need to do is SEM. study, so we stretch our minds, we learn and grow. E for exercise, our physical body. We need to exercise on a daily, regular basis, and I think the medical professional will back me up on that. And then M, meditation. And that will be quiet time, reflection, meditation, prayer, whatever works for you. Find that thing and have time every day, no matter how busy you are, to take at least a few moments, even if it's only 2 to 3 minutes, sometimes maybe 20 or 30, and just be quiet and calm and become centered. We know that physiologically we do better. We know that mentally we do better than that. And so if we're going so fast we don't have time to slow down, it's like you're saying, I don't have time to stop chopping. I'm axing these trees down. I can't sharpen the axe. I'm too busy cutting them down. Well, if you could just pause and sharpen that axe and maybe take one of our advanced courses that has a thing called a saw, and you learn that, you can do even more. Working harder with a dull axe is not going to do you as well as taking some time, learn about that power saw, and use that thing, and it'll catapult you farther ahead.
Terry, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you're really busy here at the Unconference here.
Yeah, it's great here,
it.
but it's always good to talk with you, and thank you very much.
Thank you. We've been speaking with Terry Brock, and we'll be talking to you next time on Business Notes. Thank you.